inventory. Remember, your job is your credit at American Auto Sales and Leasing. They are an accredited business of the Better Business Bureau and a part of the Colorado Independent Automobile Dealers Association. American Auto Sales, selling quality used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Their hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 9 to 8, and Saturday, 9 to 6. American Auto Sales and Leasing, 4800 West Colfax Avenue, Denver, Colorado, 80204. Call them at 303-256-0786 or visit their website at aasldenver.com.
Food brings people together. It unites families and connects old friends. A warm meal from Bova's Italian Restaurant can be the catalyst for a memorable night out. Their wholesome, homemade Italian dishes are comfort for the soul. From savory spaghetti to hearty calzones, Bova's traditional food is guaranteed to bring the love and care of Italy to your palate. Drop by at 7169 Federal Boulevard in Westminster, Colorado from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday and Monday. Discover a true taste of family at Bova's Italian Restaurant. Call 303-427-6262. That's 303-427-MAMA. Go to bovasitalian.com.
I beat them charges like Rocky. I beat them charges like Rocky. I beat them charges like Rocky. Like Rocky. Get your damn hands up.
Yeah, let's get those hands up, folks. What's going on? It's your boy Fern Daddy, aka Fernando, holding it down for Street Beats live on KZKORadio.com, all part of the MSE Radio Network. And also, don't forget, we're streaming live right now, video to YouTube. Just go to the YouTube page and put in MSE Network Live to get the full video and audio from the show tonight. All right, we got a great show for you guys tonight. It's a little bit different tonight. Because normally you would hear and see Richie Rich's beautiful face. Unfortunately, he is out of the building. He's feeling under the weather, doing pretty bad, actually. He was trying to make it here, but, you got the next best thing. Just saying. I mean, pretty soon I'll be taking over the show anyway. So if you're out there, Rich, though, we love you, miss you, and hope you get better soon, okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and get things going. I mean, we've got a lot of great things going on. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and keeping a track of MSE Network. We have a lot of great things going on in 2015, and we're just getting things started. So we got a great year ahead of us. I want to thank all of our sister stations for tuning in as well, down in Florida and out in Cali, KSON Studios. We love you guys out there and appreciate you guys tuning in. And let's go ahead and get things going. We've got our man behind the glass, Mr. Brainiac, as Richie Rich likes to call you, holding it down for us. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, Fern. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
Hopefully not under the weather like Rob is.
No, I'm getting kind of worried, though, because everyone I'm working with, everyone's getting sick.
Literally.
And they're out for, 3 or 4 days.
Exactly. Everybody I know has been sick, man.
Yeah, and it's not just like a little 24-hour cold. It's like a flu, 3 or 4 days, or bedridden. And so I'm just, cross my fingers, hoping I don't get sick, because I can't afford that right now.
Neither can I, man. Neither can I. So let's toast to our good health.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And we got a great show. We got a guest in the building tonight, as you guys will see. And I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
What's up, man? It's Anxious Baby from Denver, Colorado. Just dropped a new album. Here to talk about it. Check me out, anxiousbaby.com. Glad to be in the building tonight. Glad I'm not sick either.
Yes, definitely. I was going to say, if you were sick, we got some issues going on here. I may have to step over here a little bit.
Got some problems already.
All right, so I will give you guys a little bit of a rundown as far as what's going to go down tonight on the show. I'm excited to have a guest in the building tonight. It's going to be a great time. You're going to get a chance to vibe out with this artist, listen to some of his music. He may even do a little live freestyle, which I always encourage whenever an artist comes through. But we're going to just take tonight and just vibe out and start the new year off right, and just have a chill time here. All right, you ready for this?
Awesome, man. Yeah, can't wait. Anxious Baby.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and, without further ado, let's go ahead and get things popping, get things started. Let's start with letting the fans and the folks out there know basically what you do and kind of how you got started. I know I saw your video the other day.
Oh, which one? The bananas?
Yes. I think it was
dubstep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to say, for the listeners out there and the viewers, I was surprised when I first saw the video. First of all, great production as far as the sound and the video quality. But I like the sound you're bringing because you're bringing like just a different hip hop sound.
Yeah, it's pretty new, like cutting edge type.
Yeah,
just
so
mixing the two.
I'll go ahead and just let you introduce all that and go ahead and get things started.
Cool, man. Yeah, like you mentioned the crew on that. Like we did a video for a song called Bananas, and it's on my brand new album called The Mona Lisa, which just dropped yesterday. The video is awesome. We worked with an awesome crew of people. Shout out my homeboy Orlando, my homegirl Natalie, and my other homie Alex. Man, they're great behind the camera, man. They were so great with that video that we had to do a couple more videos with them. We got a Denver Broncos video right now that I just dropped the song today, the album yesterday, and the video drops in 2 days. And they shot the video and they killed it, man. And then also, I haven't really talked about this yet, but we got another video in the works with these guys too for this marijuana song. But I'm gonna wait on that. We're gonna drop that later, man. But,
okay.
So a lot of big things going on, man. Shout out to the video crew, man, and everyone that was part of the videos. Tantalized Dance, they have some awesome girls. They really spice up the video, eye candy, make it look good. And so we just hope the people like it, man. So far, I've heard back from Juwan Thompson, dude. Juwan Thompson likes this new Broncos song.
Nice.
Nerf from 93.3 showed a little love to it, and 850 KOA also posted on Twitter. So man, big stuff, man. So far, we gotta grind it out a little bit, but I definitely I'm looking forward to the future, man. Anxious about it and everything.
Okay, so we're gonna hear that song tonight then later. The
yeah,
Broncos
man,
song?
we're gonna hear the Broncos song tonight, man.
Nice.
I'm even gonna hit y'all with that marijuana song too, man. So
okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm excited for tonight. It's gonna be a good show. Before we get into one of the first tracks, let's go a little bit deeper as far as your background, and obviously I'm assuming you grew up here, born and raised.
Yep, I'm born here, went to East High School and all that.
So how did you get into the music scene? I mean, does it run in your family? I mean, are you...
Actually, now that I've been kind of tracing the roots a little, I noticed that a lot of people in my family like maybe play a little piano or like the stage, did some acting. Like some of this stuff does come from the family. But with the hip hop stuff, man, like at East, I would go try to rap a little bit with my buddies, and I didn't know if I could do it or not. You know, I know I like playing guitar and stuff, so I kind of spit, and everyone was like, "Oh my God!" They were like rolling on the ground.
Nice.
And when I saw that, it kind of changed me a little. I was like, "Man, I should start writing," you know. So been doing all kinds of stuff. I flew to New York, did some BET stuff. I've been in LA working with Grammy, and Atlanta. I won in the Source magazine, and just one thing leads to another, man. Just kind of been trying to grind it out, you know.
Wow. Yeah. Man, we got Big Dog in the building tonight. Some royalty up in here.
I'm trying to make
doing the BET and the Source. I mean, okay,
going everywhere.
You're doing it right. Doing it right. Okay.
For sure.
So, how old were you when you say you first? So obviously you were doing rap battles and things like that at your school.
Yeah.
So when was that moment where you were just like, this is it. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna go hard with it.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's weird because it is like a moment like that. It's like,
was it high school?
Yeah, I think
high school?
It really was when I started to,
Was it that first time that you did that first rhyme when everyone was like on the floor, or was it a little bit after that?
It's kind of a gradual thing. Like it never really just hit me all at once.
Right.
But it was like, like that kind of happened, and then like, little things like when I won in Atlanta and stuff, like just like, man, dude, like maybe I should be pursuing this, So I can't really say one moment for sure, but it's like a gradual thing. Like right now, man, I just love it. I love music, man, and I do it because I think it's awesome. Like I'll throw up a song and, if I love it, then, that's why I do it. It's about what my heart's talking about.
So. That's one of the best answers you can give for that question, because if you're not doing it for yourself or because you like it, then there's no point in doing it. And if you put out a track or a song that you don't really like, I mean, do you think anyone else is going to like it?
Exactly.
No, you got to have that passion behind it. You got to have that confidence when you put out a track. I mean, I know some artists, seen some interviews, some big time artists that, looking back, they put out like a couple tracks. They're like, I didn't want to put it out. But I mean, I'm talking about like the big dogs, like the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, things like that.
Sure.
But in that situation, they put out tracks that they didn't want to put out, but their label was like, no, put that track out, and it was a big hit.
Sure.
But I think starting off from scratch, you got to just, it sounds like you're going hard with it. You're
trying to go hard, and like you said, like I'm not on some of these dudes' level. Like friggin' Jay-Z is like colossal, I'm a local kid. But the thing is like I put out a track, and I'm like, yo, I love this song that I did, and that's what kind of propels me, And it's like you said, instead of me choosing it, it's like the other way around, because I can feel the pull, like, it's pulling me towards like releasing more songs, releasing more videos, And plus, dude, I got the awesomest friends and fans that support me, and
that's the biggest thing you need, I think, especially when you're up and coming, is you got to have that support, that the friends, the families. That's what keeps you going.
Absolutely, man.
That's what keeps me going, and it's tough sometimes, but when you have that support, you can make it through anything.
Absolutely, man.
So, okay, well, let's go ahead, and we've done a little bit of talking for now. I think it's time to get into that first track.
Let's do it.
What do we have for that first track coming up? Or do you know what the first one is?
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, my bad. The first track is this track I did. It's about the Broncos, man. I'm hoping they win the Super Bowl this year. I've always been a fan. This track is called Orange and Blue, and I think without further ado,
all right, let's go ahead and play that track, and we'll come back on the other side and talk about it. You listen to the Street Beats. This is live right now on the Broncos track. Let's hear it.
Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Winning games, breaking records, making history. One of the best in the league when we throw the ball. Set Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. The Mile High City showing love now. Wes Welker, roll out, touchdown. Breaking records, more than a little bit. C.J. Anderson is just ridiculous. DeMarcus Ware is gonna kill him, and there ain't no way they'll make it past Von Miller. Emmanuel Sanders, here we go. 1, 2, 3 touchdowns in a row. And Pat Bowlen, oh yes, best owner of all time. We'll keep him in our prayers. Have the other team go get something from the backfield when we got Cole quit punting. And let me tell you about Peyton Manning. Manny's about as good as they get. Annie's raising intensity, winning all those victories. Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Winning games, breaking records, making history. One of the best in the league when we throw the ball. Set Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. Our quarterback will set the ball flying. He broke the record for the most touchdown passes of all time. And we can rip the pigskin to pieces. Got a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. We leave the other team guessing. Raheem Moore picks up the fumble. TJ Ward with the interception. Got Barth, he's a go-getter. Sorry, but we had to let go of the old field goal kicker. Hillman runs on the muffin, and we get a ton of yardage from Juwan Thompson. Make him feel the heat, and we let it burn. Andre Caldwell with the 45-yard kick return. And let me tell you about Elway, one of the greatest players in all the NFL days. I'm talking best of all time, bro, it's deep. Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Winning games, breaking records, making history. One of the best in the league when we throw the ball. Set Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. Orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Denver Broncos. One of my favorite receivers, man, truly is. Last name Thomas, first name Julius. Blue 42, throw the Hail Mary up, and it's caught every time by Demarius. Coach John Fox and the Denver Entourage, dropping bombs, you could call us the Bomb Squad. You could hear it from the bleachers and the speakers that the best cheerleaders are the Broncos cheerleaders. Our football team makes it look easy, and shout out DJ Nerf at 93.3. They try to get a first down, they can't get near it, cause I keep Talib and frickin' Chris Harris. Junior got the field locked, they're a lot wilder. And if we need a backup QB, we got Osweiler. And Brandon Marshall, we could do the whole thing. I'm trying to see a Super Bowl ring. I'm rooting for the Broncos. Man, I'm rooting for the Broncos this week. Winning games, breaking records, making history. One of the best in the league when we throw the ball. Set Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Orange and blue, orange and blue. orange and blue. Orange and blue, Denver Broncos.
Anxious, baby.
Yeah, we're back in the building. It's your boy Fern Daddy holding it down for DJ Richie Rich. We're live on Street Beats. We got my man Anxious in the building tonight.
Yo.
Y'all just heard the first track. Was this the first time you played this track? You better say yes.
This y'all are the first radio station I think that's played this. I just
You hear
dropped
that,
it today.
YouTube?
But yeah.
You heard it live for the first time right here on KZKORadio.com, all part of the MSE Radio Network. Don't forget, tune in right now. You can catch a live video on YouTube. Just go to MSE Network Live, and we're in the building with Anxious. So I like that song.
Right on.
That
man.
was it's got that feel to it. A nice catchy beat, and obviously it's about the Broncos, so I'm gonna love it because of that.
Awesome.
But kind of, hey, walk us through kind of where that came about, how you came up with that idea, how long, just the whole creative process behind that song.
I mean, like it started last year when we were on the way to the Super Bowl.
Right. Okay.
I wrote a quick song, and I went over to my buddy's basement and just did a quick recording of a different Broncos song.
Okay.
And I was kind of shooting it around, trying to see if I could get some love on it. And they ended up 93.3 took it, and they played it like 3 times right before the Super Bowl that week during rush hour traffic. Like,
really?
It was insane, man. I was jumping up and down. I heard that on the radio. I was freaking out, man. So
wow. That's legit.
I mean, it kind of started there. And then this year I was like, well, since I got a little time, instead of just 1 week, like, let me put some effort into it. So I did it at a real nice studio, $10,000 mic.
Nice.
And then we did a music video to it. We had, the camera crew. We got the film studio. We got all the homies were a part of it. People were bringing their kids dressed up in Broncos stuff. People had their dogs in there with like a Broncos shirts and stuff. So
wow.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen, right? You know that when the Broncos make it to the Super Bowl this year, that song's gonna go crazy.
Well, this is what I'm about to do because I'm picking up boxes of albums, and that's the first track.
Nice.
So I'm gonna get them Friday, which is right before the game, and I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna just try to go haywire with it, man.
Y'all
Go
hear that?
berserk.
Up and coming artists out there, that's how you grind it. That's the passion behind it. You find any avenue to promote your stuff, and that's a really smart idea.
Word up, man.
Go down to the game and just start giving out your CD.
Exactly.
I mean, people are going to love it because it's a Broncos track.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't matter how good or bad it is, really. They hear the Broncos in it, they're going to give you some love.
If we win that game, the city's going to be on fire, man.
Oh, man, I don't even want to. That's almost kind of scary because, if we go all the way, there's going to be some riots going on.
Man.
They might as well just shut down downtown for about 3 or 4 days.
Absolutely.
But
and
that's awesome, though.
Another thing I was going to do, too, is I got a show coming up at Herman's Hideaway, and I got a bunch of tickets, man, matter of fact. So what I'm planning on doing with each CD is throwing some of these tickets in there, too. I want to throw y'all some, too, before I leave.
That's what's up.
But basically, the show is Friday, January 16th, so next Friday, 2015. I'll be playing at Herman's Hideaway. You could use the password BABY at the door to get in for half price. I think it's $10 normally and $5 with the tickets or the password. And I'm going to put those in all the CDs, too, and be passing those out there, trying to hype the new single, trying to hype the new album, and trying to hype the show all at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this kid's just, y'all need to take some notes. This kid's grinding, but that's how you got to do it. And, Herman's is like a second home to me. Been there a lot of times supporting artists and doing shows there and stuff. So
those guys are awesome.
I'll even take it one step up to the next notch. So if y'all go down to this show on the 16th,
yeah,
I want to be down there, and some other people from MSE will be down there. So if y'all find us or go up to the bartender and mention KZKO, I'll buy you a drink.
Damn.
Okay? For the first, let's say, the first 5 people. I mean, I'm not balling these days. I mean, I am, but on a budget.
There you
though.
have it, though, man.
Yeah, go down to the station or go down to this event, Herman's Hideaway, January 16th, and mention KZKO, and you'll get a drink for the first 5 people that do that. All right. So, hey, you're getting we got 2 free tickets to give away.
That's awesome.
Plus, you get free drinks. So, looking forward to it, man. So,
word up.
Okay, before we get to the next track,
yeah.
Let's talk about. Here's a question I ask a lot of artists, especially hip hop artists. I've gotten a lot of back and forth as far as people's response when it comes to the Denver music scene.
Sure.
Especially when it comes to hip hop.
Sure.
A lot of people think the scene is too weak.
Yeah.
And you can't make it out of here. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
So you being an artist and you're grinding, doing a lot of different things, you know, BET, I mean, getting on KTCL or KTC, 93.3. Yeah. But what's your impression on just the music scene and your what you've gone through in your road to trying to make it?
I want to say that the music scene is a trip out here. For one, I support everyone in the friggin' all these artists, man. Despite what you may have heard, because I know people sometimes don't show love for other people, and people battle, or people, you know, and you know, at the time you might be clowning somebody or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, I just love music, man, and anyone else who loves it and is chasing their dream, man, I really can't have anything but love for, you know, all the artists in the scene, man. And I hope we all come up, because I feel like people that do come up are the people that stick together. When people in California came together, you know, Dre and Snoop and all them, they you know, Dre's got billions now, you know, and in New York they came together, Nas and everybody else. I mean, there was some beef out there, but you know,
there was, but
and now, you know, in Atlanta, man, them guys, man, they're together. Like when I went in the Source, man, in Atlanta, we went to the club that night, and first of all, the club there is bigger than our like venues. We got venues with stages in them that are smaller than their just clubs with a DJ. Like there's like 3,000 people just rocking out to the DJ. Waka Flocka was in there, T.I. was in there, like chilling.
Nice.
And dude, I had won that competition that day, and like a few hours later we're at the club, and everyone just walking by me, giving me props for winning. Like the word had spread, you know, like I'm looking over, I'm trying to get at T.I. He's surrounded by fans they're like, hey, let me get a picture. And he's like, all right, just won. And then I'm surrounded by people like, hey, I heard you won today. And so I can't really get to him because we're both surrounded. But just the way that they had love for it, they appreciated it, you know, and I feel like, you know, most people do that out here, but I feel like, you know, it's important because it's easy to get lost in the hype or who doesn't like who. But honestly, man, I'm really not hating on no one that's chasing their dreams, man. And I feel like if we all come together, you know, that's our best chance. And, you know, if Denver ain't the right, you know, way, you know, try to build up a fan base here, which is what I'm doing with these shows and everything, but then also trying to travel to different places and trying to get love other places so I can just kind of try to hit it from all different angles, you know what I'm saying?
Man, wow. Well said, brother. Well said. I mean, I don't get responses like that every day, but I couldn't agree with you more. And I mean, I know exactly what you mean when you mentioned the whole ATL scene, because that's why they end up being, you know, like the next best spot for artists to go big, you know, because you had the East Coast, you had the West Coast, and then you got the South coming up, and that's because they all just came together as a city. You know, and so that's kind of what we're lacking. I mean, we have that here in Denver, but I think a hard thing is that a lot of artists, and you know, and I'm not saying it's easy, but a lot of artists kind of get caught up in their own world, and they don't show love back to other artists. And I mean, the only way for us to make it, because I think Denver has potential, and I've talked to some big dogs outside of Denver who have seen into the Denver scene, and it's almost a unanimous vote that a lot of people believe that Denver's gonna be the next city to blow up. With the music scene.
No doubt.
You know, we have a lot of people in the music here. You got artists left and right. And so it's all about just supporting each other.
Sure.
And basically the more we do that, the more love we get, the more exposure we get, the more everyone comes up together.
Yeah.
You know, so
exactly.
And shout out, props to you for just your motive and everything behind what you do, because you're doing it for a good cause, I believe, and not just doing it just to get that fame or just to make that money or whatever. You're doing it because you love it. Obviously, all that other stuff is just, you know,
icing on the cake.
Exactly, you know. So, all right, before we get too deep into things, let's kind of like liven up the place a little bit. Get a little emotional up in here. I'm just playing. Let's go into this next track, and I'll let you introduce that next track for the listeners.
All right, man. So this one, this track is called "Marijuana is Legal Now in Colorado," and it's about legalization of the herb. And this video be coming in a month or something. It's got, you know, girls wall twerking upside down backwards and desk twerking. It's a little bit different from the Bronco video. Is a little bit more, you know, family oriented, and this one is a little bit more
PG-13.
You know what I'm saying? A little off the chain. So,
okay.
And I did it on this. It's a mixtape type track. I did it on a Mobb Deep beat. So I hope y'all.
Oh, yeah, I love Mobb Deep.
My homie Luna Lilo's on the track too.
All right, well, let's get that track playing. Let's do this. It's Street Beats.
Hey, I'm from Denver, where we got more pot dispensaries than Starbucks. Marijuana anthem. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal, marijuana anthem. My homies smoke rose spliffs down to the roach clips. Pretty ladies blazing, exhaling through both lips. Rolling joints till my hands aching. 5 dudes in the car with the windows up, clam bacon. Like a Jamaican, and set the bar high. Just like Bob Marley smoking Rastafari. Hit the hot spot. All around me, my homies run a pot shop and cook weed brownies. They grow pounds and ship them to different counties. Big smokers like Snoop Dogg, they buy a pound each. And so they major sell, cause everybody's trying to get half baked from dro smoke like Dave Chappelle. I see them blazing hits, and on a side note, I'm trying to see if I could date Taylor Swift. I like a pretty lush lips plus a hips and tush. But let's get back to the zips of kush, and then I'll be outie. My homies had me on a stool with a 10-foot bong hitting Maui Wowie. Wow, you'll see me selling suckers herb till I'm ballin' like Mark Zuckerberg. Different grass flavors, that's if I don't make $1 million selling rap tapes first. My cash game burst by a new car. Ride around the city like the adventures of Harold and Kumar and do White Castle. Blue and white raspberry, smoking raspberry. Last night was a gigantic blur. And my flow's getting sexy like Miranda Kerr. And I'm chiefing like a native, puffing on that loud strong weed. Call it Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal now in Colorado. Marijuana's legal, marijuana anthem. Man, I've been smoking so much of the reefer, I've been chiefing, I've been breathing even deeper. Smoke clouds bigger than Queen Latifah. And I'm everywhere that you want to be like Visa. And we're smoking a bunch of the buds up in Denver, that's where the weed is legal. My homies opened up a cigarello to put some weed in that thing. Blue and purple with a little yellow. And I was freaking hitting the pot like it was no thing, no pain, no gain. And I was
Yeah, we're back in the building. This is Street Beats live on KZKORadio.com, all part of MSE Radio Network, and we're also streaming live to YouTube at MSE Network Live. Man, I gotta say, when you said that Mob Beat track, I'm like, okay, is he gonna do Shook Ones? And he did. And that's a tough one to do because I mean, Shook Ones is one of those all-time. That's one of the classic beats. Yeah. But you did a good job. You killed it.
Thank you.
I gotta say, I like that one.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So, even though I'm sure we all probably know, but where did that idea come from? For that song?
Shit, that song was inspired, man.
No, I'm just playing. But as far as, so what made you decide to do a song? Were you just messing around one day and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a song about weed.
I just, I think there's just a lot of people out here, especially in Denver nowadays, that have like a real appreciation for smoking pot, man. And when I dropped a pot song on an album a couple years ago, and everybody loved it, man. They ate it up. They wanted to hear it at every show. And I didn't drop a song about weed on the next one. So when this opportunity came around to make a new album, I was like, we got to throw a weed song on there. And then the Mob Deep beat came through, and so yeah, we're gonna be playing it at the show too. So hopefully, crowd gets live.
So where did going off that? So where did the idea for the beat come from? Was it just like it just clicked? You just thought about, you know what, hey, Mobb Deep Shook Ones, or were you listening to different tracks and just it stuck out? I mean,
well, like my first album was kind of diverse. It had like 5 different guys doing beats, and then my last album only had like 3 or 4 guys. And everyone was like, yo, we like you on these type of beats or these type of beats. We like you on these underground beats. So this new album, the Mona Lisa that I just dropped yesterday, which is available on Bandcamp, it will be in the next 24 hours. I was like, yo, we need to make this diverse. So I got like 10, 12 different guys doing beats from all over. And I was like, yo, everyone loves when I do these underground beats. Mobb Deep is a perfect example of some underground. Oh, yeah. And they all love the herb. So it just kind of all came together, like just put it all on one track.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that kind of leads me to my next question. So I have about 2 or 3 questions that I always ask every single artist. And one of the ones I'm going to ask, speaking of, you coming up with the Mobb Deep track. So as far as your inspirations, musically, who are you inspired by? Or what genre? I mean, is it all different? Is there certain artists?
Yeah, man, I really like, just as a musician too, because, I play guitar, bass, drums,
okay, nice.
A bunch of little saxophone back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just influenced from all over. And nowadays, the music scene is like changing so much that there's just
it's so different.
So I just really get like little bits and pieces of of inspiration from all over the place, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, your top 3 hip hop artists.
Whew, man. Big L.
Okay.
Big L is one of them.
I'll give you 5 if you need 5.
Ooh, see, this is crazy because they always ask these
but
questions.
not okay. I don't want to hear. Everyone always says Tupac and Biggie.
Sure.
Yes, we know that's what goes without saying.
Yeah, them dudes are
Yeah.
awesome.
So as far as living legends,
I mean, I like guys for different reasons too. Like Tech Nine, for example. Like I'm not a huge like Tech Nine fan per se, but I love how he does his thing independent. He rejects
true.
all the contracts and he sells out like Red Rocks or the Fillmore 2 nights in a row.
right.
So like I respect his hustle and I like some of his stuff. Man, I don't even know. Like all these new guys, like I like Meek Mill.
Meek Mill, definitely. I'm a
J.
big
Cole.
fan.
J. Cole's got some dope like
He does.
songs. Like the way he'll like come out. Like he had one about how his grill was messed up. They want him to change
Oh
his
yeah,
teeth because
the
he got
Crooked Smile.
That was an
Yeah.
awesome track.
Yep.
And he's even got more stuff. I respect
Well,
that.
that's why Jay-Z signed him. I mean, he wouldn't sign anyone that was, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. And then I like them guys in the South. I like what T.I.'s doing. I shook his hand when I was down there in Atlanta, so that was like a dream come true, man.
Nice.
And, so some of them guys, that'd probably be 5. T.I., Meek, J. Cole, Tech Nine, and Big L.
I didn't even hear Jay-Z, Kanye, Ludacris.
Them
That's cool,
guys
though.
are
I see how
awesome.
it is.
No, they're awesome, though. Yeah, no, I got love for all them dudes.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, with that being said, y'all want some more music? Brennan, you want some more music?
Word up.
Oh, we got the thumbs up and the head nod. Okay.
Hey,
all right, let's get it.
Shout out to my homegirl Erica. Just got engaged, married with my homeboy Luna Lilo, and I shot them out on this track. So
Nice. Congrats on the engagement. All right. So what's this next song? Introduce us.
this track is called Lonely at the Top. It's about how I don't understand why people say it's lonely at the top, because I got a bunch of good homies and I got some good girls and everybody support me, so nothing but love.
Enough said. Let's play that track.
Okay, I got love for the city that I come from, and I love it when I'm paid all at once, son. See, I know some small things to a giant. Well, fee, fi, fo, fum. If I ain't dead, then I'm riding. Pull up on that magic carpet like Aladdin. Man, if I had all that, them haters couldn't stand to see me. But I could settle for a Lamborghini with the suicide doors on a true-to-life course. Switch the bells on the Porsche for the 1,200 horses. Competition taking L's and the losses. I'm turning beats into corpses, counting G's in a fortress. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why. And now the homegirl Erica got a ring on her finger. Shout to the homie Luna, man, we killing these women. I can see that they feel it, and I'm seeking a million. Ain't no question that we winning, that when we in the building. I got my head to the sky and my feet on the concrete. Plus the whole damn city is behind me, shaking haters like I pulled them from the laundry. And when the sign says 60, I go 90. With the top down, LA to Atlanta. And in Denver, we keep it jumping like a jackhammer. And in Denver, we keep it jumping like a tap dancing, stripping lap dancer dancing while she's having back spasms. I keep it moving like a U-Haul. And I'm shooting for my goals like foosball. With the crowd right behind me yelling hoorah. And when I get it, I know I'll be thinking booyah. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why. I'm going in again. Got so many fans behind me, you would think I'd be blowing in the wind. And it's crazy because they're the ones propelling me. I'm buzzing from my words, you could construe it as a spelling bee. And I'll go even harder. I'm at the top like a slim lightweight on a teeter-totter. I bring the fire, I could even make your heater hotter. And I could even teach you more than what your teacher taught you. But to each his own, I never will stop. You put my raps in the freezer and they're still hot. They ain't married to your mother, but they still pop. No need to mix the baking soda and they still rock. I just do it cause I love it. Set the bar with my fans and then we rise above it. In order to see what makes us mainly drop bombs, go to anxiousbaby.com. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why. They say it's lonely at the top, but I got so many homies that would loan me what they got. So many girls that would hold me, console me, and talk about whatever I need. That's why I guess I don't see why.
Yeah, all right. We're back in the building. It's your boy Fern Daddy. This is Street Beatz Live, MSE Network, live on YouTube. You got to check it out. My man Anxious in the building. How you feeling?
Yeah. Feeling good today, man. Thank you.
Good. Loving tonight's show. You're bringing some great new Denver sound. Shout out once again to DJ Richie Rich for being at home sick. I'm sure he's tuning in right now. Hopefully you're liking the stuff. I'm sure he is. And shout out to Miss Lady K. She's one of the other hosts who I haven't seen Lady K in a long time because she's been shopping and doing her thing out in Cali, hitting up the boardwalk and all that good stuff. But shout out to Lady K too. Hope to see both of y'all back next week. So I also want to thank all the sponsors too. I gotta thank Bova's Italian Restaurant. Go check it out if you all want some great Italian food. I mean, I'm talking about like some home cooked, straight up real Italian. Go hit up Bova's Italian Restaurant. They got a location up on 72nd and Federal. That's one of our spots that we do a lot of our family get-togethers for the network. We'll do once a month dinner there for everyone at the station. So they show some great love, great location, and great home cooked meals. And if you want a big calzone, and I mean like a huge calzone, they've got one of the biggest ones in Denver. So go check it out. Bova's Italian Restaurant, 72nd and Federal. All right. Man, we got a lot to. I mean, I just want to keep playing more of your stuff, but we're getting a little low on time. So let's go ahead and just talk about before we wrap things up a little bit. Let's just talk about what, as far as 2015. This is the new year.
Yeah.
This is the first Street Beats of the new year.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about what your goals are and what do you see coming up for Anxious in 2015.
All right. Well, I guess so. For starters, man, I just dropped the Mona Lisa, and I would like to see it succeed. I
Mona
feel
Lisa.
I put a lot of effort. Yeah, that's the new album. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got all these songs on it. I would like to see good things for it. I put it up on DatPiff. Some people were able to download it. Some people were having problems. So it's going to be up on a new website called Bandcamp ASAP, within the next 24 hours, and I'll make sure everyone gets that link as soon as I get it. In terms of this year, man, I got this show coming up, and then, the winner for this series of shows first place wins $4,000, a show at Red Rocks, and a trip to South by Southwest to play. I mean, so if that's how this year could work out, but I need everyone to come support me. If I have the most supporters throughout this competition, I'll be playing January 16th, which is next Friday, 2015. And then if I win that, then I think the next show will be in March, and then the finale is in April. And so if I win that, then I'll have a Red Rock show, I don't know when, a couple months later, and then South by Southwest, I think, is in August during the summer or something, if I'm not mistaken. So, I'd like to see all that play out, man. And then, I kind of been laying back off the music. I hadn't put out an album for a couple years, so, I'm feeling anxious, man. I want to push this one, see what happens, and then just dive back in, get a couple more videos, couple more songs. Just keep loading up, getting a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll be a good year.
So I'm going to say this right now then. After hearing that little story, not little story, but after hearing that, I've got an idea. This is what we're going to do right now. For the listeners out there, we're going to help push this kid to win this competition. All right, so we got these tickets we're going to give away. Make sure you go down there, Herman's Hideaway, January 16th, next Friday, to help support Anxious. We'll be down there, MSE Radio Network. And what we're going to do is the next two shows, the one in March, you said, and April?
March and April.
All right, we're going to have you come back down here in March and April to help promote. And we're going to run this campaign to help promote you, all right?
That'd be awesome.
So for listeners out there, make sure y'all tune in, help support this cat. I mean, great music. Go check him out on all the social media sites, Facebook, Twitter. Why don't you give them your Facebook and Twitter and all that?
Yeah. So my primary website is www.anxiousbaby.com. anchors.com. That's got links to my YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, iHeartRadio, friggin' you name it. I got everything on there. But you can also find me on Twitter at Anxious Colorado. I've been using that a lot lately. My Facebook, Ryan Hyde, Anxious Baby. I'm on there all the time. SoundCloud, Anxious Baby SoundCloud, I think that's what it is. Reverb Nation, I think Anxious Baby on there. I'm all over the place,
you're
man.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have went through where you're not. That's what we should have went through. But that's good. That's how you got to get that. That's how you win these competitions.
For sure.
And I mean, for what you're getting with that competition, I mean, all that stuff, $4,000. I mean, a show at Red Rocks, South by Southwest performance. I mean, let's help promote and help build up Denver, y'all. So we'll definitely have you back in March and April to help promote these events. We'll be down there next Friday, January 16th at Herman's Hideaway. Come check it out.
Definitely.
And before we wrap things up a little bit, we still have one more song to play that we'll close out with that track. But as far as, where do you see yourself? We talked about your goals and where you want to be at least 2015.
Sure.
So I got to ask this question now because all kinds of artists, especially hip-hop artists, they start doing hip-hop or producing, they end up they end up acting, directing, doing commercials, all that good stuff. Clothing lines,
headphones.
Liquor, headphones. So let's see. Where do you see yourself in about, let's say, at the rate you're going, let's say 5 to 10 years?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I would like to see some big things happen this year. I want to try to make some things happen. I want to try to go back out to Atlanta and do a whole bunch of performances. I know they got, I made a few connections out there, try to line up some shows, some competitions, see if I win. I'm not sure, though, where, what the future holds. I'm just going to try to do the best I can, man. And if anyone presents me with a headphone deal or a shoe deal or something like that, man, I'm going to take it.
All right, that's a good answer.
I'm going to act. I'll be in there with Denzel and Brad Pitt, man.
Hey, you never know. You might get hit up by one of these, like look at 50 Cent with his vitamin water. I mean, shoot.
Wow, that would be great.
Nowadays, you kind of have to. I mean, once you make it big, you got to have something, whether it's a clothing line or your own weed collection or something. But okay. Yeah. We're going to kind of close things out a little bit. I want to thank y'all for tuning in once again to KZKRradio.com. This is Street Beats live, broadcasting on YouTube. Just go to the YouTube page and look up MSE Network Live. You can catch the replay of it. It'll be up there, pretty much forever. So check it out. Show some love to my boy Anxious. I want to thank you again for coming down tonight, man. It was a good time, good music. I mean, it's good to hear. Thank you for that little, you gotta give that clap because I mean that was good. Awesome. It was good hearing you have a different sound, and I just love your creativity with it, and that you're mixing, in my opinion, you're mixing genres a little bit because you got this whole electro EDM sound for your beat, throwing over some hip hop, so I love that. I mean, I love EDM music. I don't say I love it. I'm a big fan of it, but more of like the electro trap, that kind of stuff. So I like what you're doing. It's a new sound you're bringing to Denver. So I got big respect for you, and I think you're going to be doing some big things here pretty soon. Watch out, Denver.
Watch out.
This is it. All right, so any last words you want to say to listeners before we close out with your new track? Yeah, man, this new one, this is awesome. I really like this track, one of my favorite off the new album. I was experimenting with metaphors and entendres, crazy wordplay in this. I was really trying to expand like on the lyrical tip on this last track, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Hopefully we got some big things coming in this year. Shout out Alex hooking us up, and KZKO all the way, baby. Anxious. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all heard it. This is Anxious live on Street Beats, KZKRradio.com, MSE Radio Network, and we're gonna close out with. I'll let you close out with this last track. Word up, OMG. All right, let's get it. We'll see y'all next week. This is Fern Daddy from Street Beats. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go. Anxious at your doorstep. That's right, I deliver. Cutting through the bullshit. Call me Edward Scissor. Colorado, black and purple, yep, the higher map. Anxious in Wonderland, it's that Cheshire cat. And I'm all about my capital. Rapping through the nation. We gon' do it big, call it capitalization. All up in your face, so we run it there. Women got taste, looking like some type of frosted gummy bear.
an hour later, and I'm like an alligator. Knock it off, man, I'm like a crocodile. International moves, now watch me sock a ball. Tyrannosaurus Rex, I'm like a dinosaur. All my homies is rappers, we like some carnivores. Having fun with this rapping, it's like a carnival. Fighting off in the street, got that E-Honda flow. I just fight for what I love, like Geronimo. Line them up and knock them down, dominoes. Damien, devilish, fast, better yet I'm Tasmanian. My crew will break you down and leave you dead broke. And anxious baby call the shots like the head coach. Oh my God, everybody on my team goes so hard. Put it in the air, get up oh so high. I think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens. Oh my God, everybody on my team goes so hard. Put it in the air, get up oh so high. I think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens. When we battle, I leave your head blown. Call me cell phone, cause when I drop bars, you'll be in a dead zone. Yeah, but really though, I done smoked so much green in my day, you probably thought I was Billy Joe. Yeah, I'm from the land of brick houses, Denver inner city streets, alcoholic counselors. Little bit of weed just to help with all the ounces. They slither like a cobra trying to find out where the crown is. Wow, fine women is in my zone while my homies puff lime and I'm holding a Corona. Translation, it goes down, my homies puff purple, I'm the king so I hold the crown. I'm royal, go wild, cut loose. Competition running round in circles like duck, duck, goose. I'm up, too many points to drop it off. And as far as the rest of my team goes, they got it locked. Oh my God, everybody on my team goes so hard. Put it in the air, get up oh so high. I think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens. Oh my God, everybody on my team goes so hard. Put it in the air, get up oh so high. I think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens, think I'm hearing sirens.
You're listening to KZKO The Vibe.
You won't believe how the funk is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's Snoop Dogg at? DJ Quick. With the Gap Man. Welcome to the penthouse suite. On the 20th floor, times 100, that's 2,000 getting blunted. Homeboys, throw up a pinky and a point finger. Stop it, behave on the stinky. Let the joint link it bounce to the GAP. In the 2000, homies from the CPT. In the deuce, bouncing up and down Rosecrans. It's G-Funk, so you know the Gap will bow down to no man. Battle Cat, what you doing, baby? Getting down with 6 gappers in the car, are you crazy? Now pass the dookie stick, keep the doobie lit. Hey, how did you get in there, baby? The Snoopy here. It's a stomp down, funk down, clowning in the 2000. Break it down, roll it up, and tell me what we doing now. Uncle Charlie, Uncle Robert, Uncle Ronnie, let them know we about the money. Charlie, tell me what we doing, baby.
We just came to jam with you tonight. Gap is in the mood to make you feel alright. Come on, girl, this party's going down. The sun is gonna make you feel alright.